Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Empty in here right now because I'm new to YouTube. I've been on Facebook for a minute. I did with my videos. I make some public. Sometimes they get shared, sometimes they don't. I look for fame, just look for reach people, and get on, see who on the same, mind state that I'm on. I talk about a lot of different topics. I talk about a lot of different things. First of all, let me start this off because, like I said, I'm new on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm 44 years old. I'm an OG. I got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. So, and this is like one of the topics that I'm always talking about on my Facebook page. And I'm pretty knowledgeable about a number of things. Like I said, I'm gonna get into this topic, this whole thing that happened with them, which I didn't watch a lot of the video. I caught bits and pieces because I really can't stand to watch certain shit. It just, when it's cringy, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm a person that's like kind of built on vibes. So when I get them stupid ass, dumb ass vibes about some shit, I cut it off. I don't even watch it. Like I said, this Comac, you know what I'm saying? They used to call me Comac with the sack, you know what I'm saying? It's one of my handles, but we'll get into this whole Chicana Joe and T.I. and Young Thug and all of them. What the subject matter is about. It's about women not being able to find a mate that's suitable. And it's only one fucking reason that if you're 40 something fucking years old, oh excuse me, I suppose okay, but if you're 40 years old, when you at this point in your life still have trouble finding someone, right? This is my advice to you. This is what I would tell you. Evaluate your choices on how you choose. This would be my, your criteria. Evaluate the criteria you have for men and realize one thing, that your looks are no more than 25% of what a man's gonna want with you. And I got a lot of game I'm gonna spill. I'm gonna go all the way in on this shit. But I like to get my mind right and get mellow. Anything you see me doing is totally legal. I'm licensed and certified to handle and do anything that you may see me doing here on this channel. I hope my audio is okay. I hope everybody's hearing me okay. But I'm just going to come out and say it and start off. Women, you have been fooled. Just like men of my generation got fooled into believing there was some type of future and being on some gangster shit. We were fooled by Hollywood. We were fooled by the celebrities. And women have been fooled by the same entity. This is the reason that you women cannot find a mate, is because you're not suitable for a mate right now. Your mind state, the way you think, a lot of women have this infatuation with the bad. An infatuation with money, right? Now, a lot of women have become more masculine, while men have become more feminine. I'm going to release a lot of game for you women. And some of this shit I've said before, but I'm just gonna, kind of go back over some things that some what people call game, I call knowledge about being with people. I've been in a relationship for maybe 15 years now. So, and then before that, I was in a 10-year relationship. I always have been in long, expanding relationships. So I can speak on this shit. I've been with a lot of women. I've dated. I didn't whole pimp, played, Mac, the whole fucking gamut. I did it. So I can speak on all of this shit, right? I feel like I could be an authority on this shit. I'm going to. Now, this is where a lot of you women fucked up at. You think that clown suit you put on is who you really are. And what happens is a lot of you women are fit for the club, but not for home, not for making the home. Y'all fit for the club. That means your body look good. You look good. You can, have sex. Good. You talented at having sex and all of that. And y'all bear with me because I'm on that. I'm going to fight everything in me to not cuss because I'm a fluid cusser. So I'm going to try to keep this as clean as possible. And I'm going to try to stay looking at this camera as much as I can. But a lot of you women, you're starting to believe that the character you play in public is who you really are. And then you want somebody to buy into that lie for you. Okay? That's where you fucking up. And I'm going to give you a scenario, an example about what I mean about this character and when men are attracted to the character and not you. Men are visual creatures. Women are emotional creatures. We go off what we see. Women go off more what they feel. Right? So if a man see you and he always see you looking a certain way, that's how he'll build up his mind to accept you, right? So if he's seeing you all the time in tight clothes with your ass showing and your titties showing, he'll grow to accept you and expect you to be that way, right? So you can't change in the middle of the game, right? So with a woman, she'll go off how the man makes her feel, what he does, shit like that. Now, like I say, a lot of you women, y'all just fit for the club. You're not fit for home. You're not fit for building anything. And this is the reason. You spend all of this time worrying about how your ass look in some jeans, taking pictures with your ass showing, getting weave and shit and hair hats put on your head, but you ain't practicing cooking. You ain't keeping a clean house. Everything outside of the way you look is fucked. Excuse me, is messed up. I told y'all, bear with me. It's gonna be a long night. But this is what I'm saying, people. And like I said, I'm new to YouTube. But this is going to be something that I'm about to start doing. I feel that I need to. Somebody told me, if you're an OG the way you is, you need to start speaking up and spitting this knowledge and getting it to people. And I'm just trying to help women out here. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth on how men think, and I'm trying to tell y'all where y'all fucking up at if this is the thing y'all want, if y'all really want a man. All right? So let me give you this scenario. All right? You got a man. He just, at this point, he ain't sure what he want to do. So today's type of girl always wants to go out, take a man to take her. A lot of these girls eat from day to day, going out to eat with men. I'm talking about the good looking ones that try to use, what they got to get what they want. And they use men, they take them out to eat, take them out to eat. So every night they think they're doing something big. Every night eating this cheap ass processed food from these restaurants. And they're think that they're, accomplishing something because every night they eat for free. They ain't got to pay for it. So they feel like, hey, I'm accomplishing something here. So every man that picks them up and does that expects to fuck, expects to have sex, whether they do it or not. Whether they do it or not, they expect to have sex. That's why they doing it, right? But if a woman thinks a certain way, right? This is what she'll do. Okay, so if a man is going to take you out to eat, and this is how you can find out what kind of woman you're dealing with, and women, you can find out what kind of man you dealing with, right? So if a man is willing to take you out to eat and trick off $150, $200 in hibachi or whatever to take you out to eat, right? That's if you were smart, and this is what I'm speaking on. You so-called chase the bag pretty bitches. A lot of you bitches can't cook. You don't have any home skills whatsoever. You can't cook, you can't clean, you really can't do shit, right? But all you can do is put your ass in the air. I don't think that's you put your ass up in the air to get a man to pay, right? But just the thing about that, you were smart. Dude finna spend $150 on you, right? 200 maybe, right? On one night of a date, right? Whether you fuck him or not, right? But you go home at the end of the night to an empty refrigerator. I can open up your refrigerator and see the back of it. You got men taking you out to eat every night, but if you open up the back of your refrigerator, you can see the back of it. Well, you can get that man if he gonna spend that much on you and take you out to eat, right? He should be able or willing to at least spend 100 of that to put some groceries in your house so you can eat for a couple of days. And instead of having him take you out to eat, right? How about asking them, hey, since you was gonna take me out to eat, spend $150, why don't you just spend that $150? We go to the grocery store and then I'll take you back and cook you a meal and then show him that you actually have some skills in the kitchen and you can care for him and make sure he's fed and build something because that's part of building, right? Being able to take care of your man other than fucking him, right? See, but half of you broads can't cook. You don't even know how to cook because all you do is concentrate on your looks and concentrate on taking a picture that shows the better part of your ass. But you can't get in the kitchen and show nobody the better part of a pot. That's what's wrong. I don't give a fuck what a man who is led by his penis says. And then let me explain something. Let me stop right here. I'm not a trick, nor I've never been a trick. You can't find one woman on the planet Earth that ever say I paid her for some pussy, and I didn't have a lot of women, and I didn't got a lot of pussy. But I ain't never paid. And there ain't one that can tell you I did. You can't find one that'll tell you that I did neither, right? Okay, so now that we established what type of person I am and how I get down, can't no man that is led by his penis or thinks with his dick, I guess I said it. Ain't no man that thinks with his dick gonna tell me, right? Nothing about a woman. Because you don't know enough about a woman. You ain't start thinking with your own mind long enough for you to know nothing about a woman. All you know about a woman is how they feel and how they make you feel. You don't know enough about them. You haven't had years of studying women and their mannerisms and their thing. And I know one thing a woman is based on is emotion. So no matter what or how a man wants to have sex with you, it don't determine whether he's gonna be. I'm sorry. I've had a lot of women that had very, very great sex. I'm not with the woman. And my woman that I'm with now, of course, like we've been together 15 years, of course. But that ain't what kept me. That ain't what kept me. She don't have the mannerisms or the actions of a hoe. She's not trying to be a prostitute. She's not trying to be one of these bitches on TV or the rap bitch or the housewife bitches or whatever. She's not trying to be none of that. That's what attracts me to her. She's a one of a kind. So getting back to what I was saying in the rumble. So this guy, right? He wants to take you out to eat. He's willing to spend $150, $200 on taking you out to eat, right? So if you tell that same guy, hey, come back to the house and spend that $150 get some groceries, and then I'll cook for you. And we can just chill and you can see me in my normal setting and I ain't gotta be all dressed up and I ain't gotta be all, done up with the fake costume on trying to impress and that's prostitution. Prostitutes dress up in uniforms and costumes before they go out sell themselves. Real women don't have to do that. Your hair is combed and you look presentable. A man will accept you the way you are. A real man. I don't know no men who sit up and be like, oh, if her nails ain't done, I ain't messing with her. I don't know no man like that. I don't know any men that worry about whether a woman got eyelashes on or some shit like that. Don't even get me wrong. Some of the time you do yourself up, it looks great. Damn, you got to do that shit every day. That's too much motherfucking work. I ain't gonna do nothing but smear that shit off onto a pillow. So this is what I'm saying. That same man that you let him take you out to eat, you let him cook. You cooked for him, right? And y'all had that type of thing. It will make a more of an impact than you just going out with him and him being able to look at your ass for about an hour or two. What I'm saying is, you playing yourself trying to be this fake boss and this fake character when you can be a real woman and then you can get you. If you know how to be a real woman, then you can get you a man. A man want to see a woman in her setting, in her natural setting. Now, if you can't cook, then you can't do that. If you got a nasty ass house or you staying with somebody and you out here playing like you a boss, well, you can't do that. But I'm just saying, if you got access to this stuff, and this is another thing, because men taking you out every day or every other day to eat, and you feel like, hey, you getting up. But what if he bought you $150 worth of groceries you could eat for the next week? And cook him something, and cook him a meal, and get you enough groceries to put in your refrigerator so your refrigerator ain't looking, Ethiopian around it. So what women fuck up is y'all have fake mind states built on fake shit. The people that you get your mental cues from are fucked up, fake. It's made to be that way. So this is what I'm gonna say. This is the advice that I'm gonna give to women. You have to start being a woman, not being a fake prostitute, not being some hardcore bitch, not being some money grubbing, gold digging. You have to start learning to be yourself, be a woman. And at the same time, if a man don't want to, if a man willing, and this is some game for women, if a man is willing to take you out to eat and spend $150, right? Just to take you out to eat. He barely knows you. Of course he's trying to fuck. Excuse me, they're going to have special issues. Of course he's trying to fuck. Of course he's trying to have sex. Why else would somebody who don't even know you spend that much money on you? Now this is the thing. So you can see what type of man you're dealing with. This man accepts it. He really trying to get to know you. He ain't just trying to fuck you. He's trying to say, oh, well, cool, let me come over, let's chat and talk and see how we are in a normal setting. He trying to build, right? If a man do not accept that offer, and he still want to spend this 150, 75, whatever on you, don't accept that offer to come for you to cook him something at the crib. That nigga just want to fuck. He just want to fuck. He just want to have sex with you. It proves it. It proves it. So, this is not complicated. It's a woman's mind state. Women that are single, it's because of their mind state. Your mind state got you fucked up. It ain't that you can't find a man. Ain't no good man out here. You want a rich man to take care of your every need. You want a motherfucker who don't have an opinion about what you do. You want a motherfucker to let you do everything you want to do. Talk the way you want to talk. Be rude. Have a fucked up attitude. You want somebody who's going to deal with all of this? Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? I'm just saying, you're not going to find somebody that's going to put up with all your messed up mind state, your attitude, and the way you are that is so rude and so fucking unattractive. But the only thing attractive about you is the way you look, not the way you talk ain't attractive. And I'm saying this I'm trying to give y'all some advice because this is what's happening here. This is why you got a 40, close to 40-year-old woman, 30-year-old women talking about they can't find nobody and they can't want nobody be faithful and won't nobody treat them right. This is the reason. You think somebody with money, success, right, got all their shit together, went through all of that shit to get their shit together, right, or whatever, they just got their shit together. It's gonna take shit from you when it's a bitch that will shut the fuck up. It's a bitch that will cook, clean, and do all of this shit and pleasure a man however he want and no live to talk back. You know why a lot of black dudes get with white women? Because white women mastered the art of being cordial. Even though they don't have to be. They could be the biggest whores in the world. But it don't matter because they mastered the art of being cordial. They know how to cater to the man, even if it ain't real. A lot of them then poisoned their husband. The husband didn't see it coming because they were so fucking nice. This ain't being weak. This is playing into who you are to achieve a certain goal. Who wants a woman that acts like a dude? Who? I just want to know. I just want to know what man wants a woman to act like a dude and he ain't that. So this is what I'm saying. The reason that most women can't find a man has nothing to do with the quality of man that's accessible. Because there's a lot of men that's accessible. But maybe he got a job and you feel like he needs to be making 5 times more than you. Okay? Or maybe you make more than him just due to your circumstances and you won't accept that. See, it's your mind state the reason that got y'all fucked up. It's how you think that got women fucked up. You don't want to compromise. You don't want to see any faults in somebody when you have faults, no matter how many surgeries you have. You have faults. You got that surgery because you didn't like yourself. You had faults, and you was able to somehow surgically remove what you didn't like about yourself physically, but what the mental shit still remains. If you so fine and you so beautiful, then what the fuck is you sitting up here even worried about anything like this? Because you still got the mind state of the person you were. You change your body, but you didn't change your mind. See, you still thinking like the girl who was physically unattractive to men when you took all your clothes off, and then you had to think all these paranoid thoughts because these people really didn't like you for who the fuck you was because you never showed them who the fuck you were. How can anybody expect somebody to like them when they don't know the real them? I mean, talk to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong here. I don't know. But I'm just saying this. And this is how I guess I'll end this video. So I'm not going to go on. This is going to be one of my first videos, just speaking on this. A lot of these women have been fooled by reality TV and this whole fantasy that's a man. They have this reality that it's a big baller, rich dude that is made for them, and they have to wait on him to present himself, to show himself. But this dude does not exist. It don't even exist on the reality TV. A lot of the women have been fooled and tricked into a mind state from watching these shows, being argumentative, thinking that being a woman or a bad bitch is how you look. Because if you notice, they never really push regular shaped women. And I'm not talking about a big girl or, or just a skinny girl. I'm just talking about regular shaped women that don't have any features that just stand out. Just regular girls, regular women. They don't promote that because they're trying to program you into a certain way. I think they're trying to make women hate themselves if they look a certain way and then do all of this shit to get themselves to look this way just to figure out that you changed nothing because it's fake. Me and my cousin, we started this hashtag we don't praise celebrities. There's a reason that we did that because we saw that celebrities will say anything that the companies that pay them tell them to say. You can't trust what the fuck they say. They're not thinking for themselves. They're thinking the thoughts of the company that pays them, whether that be the entertainment company, television company, uh, endorsement deals they got with company, anything. Tell them what the corporation wants. We start this hashtag, we don't praise celebrities because we don't. Start letting celebrities and people who are way out of your tax bracket think for you. You're working every day and you're trying to scrape up pennies to save to start something that you ain't even fucking started yet. You can't be taking cues from people who live nothing like you live. And that's a big reason that a lot of women are single at this point because they set unrealistic criteria for men. You set unrealistic criteria for men. And you think every man got to do something for you and take care of you. That's just, it's overwhelming and it's tiring. Oh no, man. Let me tell you, that a lot of women don't realize that. And a lot of good looking women. And if you're a good looking woman, this has really fucked y'all up. This has really fucked y'all up. If you're a good looking woman, this has really fucked y'all up. Y'all think that y'all looks in your body and your coochie. But man, let me tell you something. Everything we do, we get tired of it. And this is a human trait. This ain't really got nothing to do with man. This is just a human trait. Everything that we do, we get tired of. Only thing I ain't never got tired of was probably smoking. I used to drink. I got tired of drinking. I used to eat certain type of food. I got tired of eating them. I used to eat meat. I've been a vegetarian since 2000, 21 years now. A couple of days, 21 years. I've not ate any beef before. I just started back eating fish, a little bit of fish here and there. But eventually, if he's only in it for something physical, eventually that will wear on him. It will diminish. And your body is getting older every day. The titties is drooping down a little more every day. Gravity is against you. You are trying to build some wealth or get taken care of off of your looks every fucking day. That's why these type of women are so aggressive because they know this in their mind that every day gravity working against you because every 5 years a new crop of girls come in and you start looking older and they still looking young. So see all of this materialism and all of this vanity and you can only be a bad bitch if you fucking look a certain way and all of this shit. It's just gonna work against you. Time's gonna work. Because eventually nobody wants to see an old woman twerking. A lot of old men with young women. A lot of old men with young women. Old rich men hardly ever keep the woman that they was young. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up and see what's really going on. The women. Because they really pulled the wool over the woman's eyes. Like I said, it's not a case of ain't no man out here. It's just you got to change your mind state if you really want to be with somebody. Look at it like this. This is what I've always said for years. Man. I've been saying this over 25 years. I've been saying this ever since I found it out. And that is like being in a relationship is like two worlds collide. Come from different places. You had different routines, different households you come from. And it's like two worlds literally running into each other. Now, a lot of chaos can ensue from that happening. Two worlds collide, chaos ensues. Because now it's a lot of mixed emotions. You find out something about somebody that you didn't know before. I like motherfucker like leave shit in the bathroom and you find it utterly disgusting, but you didn't know that before. How you fully vested into a relationship, you didn't get to know this person before it got this way, right? If you ain't willing to compromise who you are and your bad habits and traits in a relationship, and this is what I see a lot of successful women saying, and just even some damn broke bitches even saying, oh, my broke bitches think they got a standard or something. You broke. You ain't set no standard on nobody. You ain't got shit. But I see a lot of women talk about how they ain't gonna compromise. They gonna be who they want to be. They gonna say what they want to say. They gonna do what they want to do. They ain't compromising, right? How can you expect to navigate meeting somebody, learning who they are, and accepting shit because you really are interested in love and like, when you ain't willing to give nothing? You're not willing on your side to sacrifice. You want the man to do all the fucking sacrifice. You want to sacrifice his emotion, the women he talked to, his peace of mind, because now he got to think about you because he can't tell you, he can't trust you because he can't tell you what to do. He can't even have an opinion on what the fuck you wear. He can't have an opinion on where you go. He can't have an opinion. So how can a man who can't tell you a fucking thing trust that you won't do anything? It don't make fucking sense, people. So it starts with compromise and sacrifice. If a woman really want to be with somebody, you want some. Let me tell you something. This is another thing that women do. Look, just a little game. I'm just giving up some game here to you. I'm trying to make y'all lives better. That's all. A lot of times you have to find somebody who don't have as much. And that don't mean find somebody that don't got shit, right? But sometimes you have to find somebody who is, if you're looking for this type of love, if you're looking for somebody to love you unconditionally, right? Right? Then you got to find somebody who sees the shit in you that they don't see in nobody else. The only way that happens is that you have to show them something original, not the all. Let me say, all these women fine, they got asses, all of them got titties, all of them got cute faces, all of them got eyelashes, and all of them got wigs. You're not showing a man nothing he hasn't motherfucking seen. And with porno sites and shit, you ain't doing nothing to a man he ain't seen and done. So we have to get off this old mind fuckery right? Women, please, you're gonna have to show a man something inside of you that makes you different from all of the other bitches if y'all really want a man to love you. A lot of times, that's gonna happen with a man who really didn't think he could happen. Or that's gonna happen with somebody who maybe really was attractive, but then that attraction was enough for them to want to learn how to love. 'Cause this is another thing too. Men don't naturally know how to love. A man has to show a woman has to show a man how to love and teach him about emotions and shit. That's why you got a lot of emotionally ass led men out here today. A lot of weak, coward ass men. They've never been taught about their emotions. They've never been really in love. They've been infatuated and horny with women they ain't never really been in love. They don't understand what it is. But women, y'all are gonna have to start sacrificing and just understanding that some of your ways is fucked up and you will have to change them in order to coincide with somebody. If somebody really cares. Nobody really cares about you if they think you rude, if they think you uncaring, if they think that you really just in it for some money. How is anybody really gonna care about you? Somebody explain that to me. How is somebody in love with you when they know you only there for money? I just want to know. How is anybody gonna saying? It's a give and take. And if you ain't ready to give, then all you do is take. You can't expect nobody to build no real love. Women, and I'm not pussy hungry, so I'm not speaking like none of these pussy hungry ass so-called um, YouTube fucking psychologists and womenologists and all of these. All that they do is cater to a woman's side of thinking. I'm not pussy hungry, and I'm not um, trying to get women, and I'm just trying to spread the truth. Y'all attitudes is totally fucked up and not conducive to having a man that is successful, that does have heart and know how to care and love for a woman. You're not gonna find that dude. Y'all ain't gonna find that dude. What y'all gonna find is a dude just like you. You all about the bag, you gonna find a dude that's all about the pussy. Or all about the money and the pussy. And not just yours, all of them. You're gonna find a dude exactly until you learn how to be more considerate, more caring, more understanding, more loving. You will never get that. You're gonna get the same fake ass love that you showing him. He's gonna show you the same fake ass love back. Compromise. You can't compromise in a relationship with two people where you just in a relationship by your motherfucker. So you, then who else you in the relationship? So that's my advice for it ain't hard advice. I done talked a little while now. This ain't really this long of a conversation to have. Your mind state fucked up. That's why you can't find it. Because the way you think is fucked up. Your expectations is fucked up. Your attitude fucked up. Your mouth fucked up. Your spirit fucked up. You're not a good person. This is how most women are. They are not good people. They just want money out of the dude. They can't do that. They just try. And I ain't talking for all women. I'm really talking about, I'm just gonna say, I'm talking about bitches and hoes. You bitches and hoes out here talking about you really want a real man and all this shit, but you're the worst kind of people. You're money grubbing, you put money before everything. You really disloyal, because at the first sign of something that you don't like, you're willing to run to another man. So if your man can't do it for you and another man can, you're willing to flip right over to the other guy. You're disloyal. And you don't have anything about you that's unique that a man might want. Nothing about you. And you look, and you, because there's something about you, right? Can you talk to your man and comfort him in a time of emotional stress? These things are skills that a woman should have. All you can do is fuck your man and talk crazy to him. What really do you expect to gain and get out of that? I'm just saying, ask yourself this women. Women like her. Ask yourself, you did all of this self-improving, right? But you ain't shit right here. You ain't do no self-improvement. You ain't read no books. You ain't study, meditate, study Buddhism, get your spirit right, find your chi. You did none of that. You expect to have some type of success in a relationship? Are y'all fucking stupid? Like I said, though, this is my first stream. I ain't gonna make it too long. But I just want to say that it's mind state. The same way with men. And let me say that before I go. That men have a fucked up mind state too. You gotta know what type of fucking joker you fucking with. Because some men, all they want to do is fuck, and they'll act like they'll be the family man and all that shit until it's time to actually motherfucking do it. And then you'll find out. And some men are just cornballs. They just, want to look good. They want to fuck you because maybe somebody that they into it with, look up to, fuck you. Because you look like a trophy to them. It makes them look like they do it. For some ulterior motive other than I'm attracted to you, I'm interested in you. That's it. I'm attracted to you, I'm interested in you. That's it. I don't give a fuck who sees us together. I don't give a fuck if some other nigga's jealous because I'm with you. I don't care. It's the mind state of the man you fucking really choosing to. You keep losing because you just choosing the wrong motherfuckers. You're choosing people who want to fuck you and want to keep you to themselves. They don't want other men to fuck you, so they'll play that role right up until it's time to really come with it and be real. And you'll find out what the fuck you find. But women, you really wonder, and you're not just fucking crying for nothing. You really wonder why you can't find a man at 40 years plus years old. Change your fucking mind state. Maybe the way you've been thinking all of those 30-some fucking years is wrong. The way you think because you can't keep a man. If that's you, if you can, then this ain't the conversation for you. But if you that old and you still can't get a man, right? Change your mind state. You thinking wrong. You act wrong. You talk wrong. Nobody else can tell you what a real man who's mature, knows himself, and ain't insecure. He's not gonna tolerate. I don't care how good you is. He ain't gonna tolerate being around somebody that's rude, somebody that's bossy and can't be told what to do, and they're not gonna be. Hold on, this is my cousin Flex. Flex, man, nothing up much. I'm live actually on doing my little first YouTube thing, nigga. So it's good you fucking called in. Yeah. I got you on speaker. You live with me. The topic I was talking about the T.I. Shekinah and Young Thug, they were talking about, she was talking about why she can't find a man and she just gonna be about the bag, and I'm just, giving these motherfuckers are, because I think, I got enough, years in the game, and I just got enough years on this planet and being in successful relationships. I can speak on this shit. I'm just letting them know it's their mind state that's fucked up. If you 40 years old plus and you still ain't in a relationship, common sense to tell you that maybe it's the way you fucking think.
Make statements to people. And like I said, I think that thought process, it's your opinion. Now, it calls for wrong. You know what I mean? Because it's your opinion. When, it's like how people feel about rape. You know what I mean? Like, it's a nigga that's actually raping somebody right now, which means he thinks that it's right to do. Something that him thinks is saying is right to do. Now, I can prove that point by saying it got so radical to a point you got to think about God makes a song saying, you put the pill in the drink, girl, the girl's drink.
Right.
You're going to take her home, you're going to fuck her, and she didn't even know it.
Right.
And people applaud.
It was totally with it. Right.
It's so where we at with this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, it's about the mind state, like you said. It's about the mind state, but also we got to get rid of this that's your opinion shit, and we got to really look at facts.
Right.
Like when you tell motherfuckers like this, you say, man, hip hop is fucking causing mad destruction and ruining a lot of shit.
Right.
And when they say it, they say, well, it's your job as a parent to teach these and blah, blah, blah. You say, yeah, okay, you know what? I hear you there. Now, let's talk about the scrutiny and rhetoric behind that type of thought process.
Right.
What you're doing is you're lying to yourself. You got to take the information from yourself as well. You know, like, we got taught all the right shit. But when we hit the doors, nigga, we cuss, we fucked, we did everything up under the sun, just like every, I ain't gonna say every, because we say everybody else. You know, motherfuckers be like, I didn't do it. So, just like the majority of people who was born up in the hood was thinking,
right.
You did the exact same thing. The majority did it.
Right. 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 That's what I was just saying. I was talking about how this TV shit, the housewife shows, the Love and Hip Hops, and all of this shit have lied to these women and brainwashed them into thinking that their physical appearance is going to bring something emotional out of a man that's going to make a man care and give a fuck about them past their looks. And that's where they got it fucked up, because like I was saying, who in the fuck is successful, grown, went through all that shit to get it, right? Want somebody that's going to be in the house with them, they mate. Rude, all about the money. So you disloyal because if I can't do it, another dude can. You gonna be over there with him, right? Because you all about the bag. You don't have any womanly skills. You're basically like a dude with a pussy. So don't no woman really want to fuck with whether it is. Don't no dude really want to fuck with you for the long haul because they really can't stand you. But you're attractive enough that he'll put up with that shit for a minute. And like I say, a man, once they get their fill, they out of there. They go. So, but women don't realize the reason you can't get a man if you over 40 is, bitch, the way you've been thinking of the 30 plus years is wrong. You want a man to care about you, be emotional, express himself. When you do what? Talk shit. Go do what you want to do. Go out with your friends and shit. Be in other motherfuckers' faces. How you want something emotional from me? But look at the person you are. That's what I just said. These type of women, these hoes, are very bad people. They're not good people. They're more like robbers. They're there to take what they can get, manipulate you into feeling some type of way that's fake. Because like I said, if what you are is a character, right? And that's most of these women. today have turned themselves into characters. You don't see the real them. Like I said, you'd rather a nigga take you out to eat, spend $150 instead of putting $150 over groceries in your fucking refrigerator, you broke bitch, and then you cook for him and show him what type of woman skills you have. But you don't want to do that. You want a motherfucker to take you out. Maybe you'll give us a pussy, maybe he won't. But you don't want to show him what kind of woman you can be because you're not one. You haven't practiced any skills of being a woman. How the fuck you gonna be a woman? You ain't even practiced at it. All you did was practice at being a prostitute. You've been practicing prostitution. Right, a fake one. Because you don't even want to be called a prostitute, but everything you do is prostitution.
Everything you do, according to the alignment of being a prostitute.
Right. Because you say a nigga can't talk to you unless he got money. A nigga can't speak to you. A nigga can't sleep with you. A nigga can't get your time or attention unless what? Unless he's paying for it, right? So what is that? By definition, that is a prostitute. So how are you going to get a man who's other than a trick to be with you when everything about you is like a prostitute? Of course like I said, tricks don't buy old pussy. They don't. People like, well, just like you ain't gonna go buy an old pair of shoes, X. You ain't gonna go buy an old ass pair of shoes that 5 niggas didn't wore, and then you finna pay full price for them? Right. I don't give a fuck if they is some Jordans. I don't give a fuck if they still look good.
That's how it works. This is how it works.
Right. And tricks. That's what I say. A trick will act like he wants to be your man and family guy and all that shit until it's time to actually do it and put it in writing.
And give you what you deserve.
But basically. See, but and then another thing too, I've been just like the first video, so I've been having to do like kind of disclaimers in between me talking. Like, listen, let me tell you what type of person I am first. What cloth I'm cut from. I ain't never paid for no woman. I ain't never paid to have sex with a woman, and I done been with many. I've never paid one to fuck with her. And me and my cousin, they got money from women. If you know what I mean. I'm not the only going deeper than that, but we didn't got money from women.
Like if you ask my father to educate, like I said, once again, we have that, your opinion. And like I told you, man, the man is, I swear none of them like worth the price that
right. Bitches can't cook. That's what I was just saying too. They can't even cook. You can't even cook. How you expect a man to stay around you who got anything like this? You can't eat out of box forever. Hey man, you got the kind of meat now. I ain't saying she don't be eating some money. Look at this, you know what I'm saying? Like this. And a lot of niggas, I'm a baby program to say, yeah, like, man, I'm talking about color, and I know this because it's regular bitches on the internet. I ain't got to my bitches that be like, who wanna eat me out? And like 5 million niggas raise their hand, they don't know if this just got up from a diseased dick. Man, because where you at? You're like, God, that's why I said something now. We got this. This is about this whole thing. Now, remember what I was saying when you said, man, this girl is the type of girl you can take home the mom. Right. Now, just think who mama is now. Talking about the new mama. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about too. These bitches didn't learn shit because they come from a generation of women who didn't put that shit into them because they didn't do. Right. No mama
Man, dude, this is a huge fucking problem.
Yes.
Because now
so she done taught her this shit is cool, and this way of acting and thinking is cool.
And then ain't nobody look, man. I sit there and I watch Sophia, and I was like, damn, man, you know, like I like this chick take she like, you know, really just be on that like this ain't we're not in line with the Most High. This is why a lot of this shit happens. Man. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why I'm just talking about this.
And because of the laws, you know what I mean, that we have put in place for us, man. You know, like what we always rap about, like, man, it ain't shit to do. Like, all it is like, don't be so fucking destructive and hateful. Right. Really,
just move in a righteous way. Yeah. Move with truth. Let people see the real you.
Still have a sense of humor. You still party.
Right. That's why I said a man really want to see you in your real setting. He don't want to see you always in the suit, in the uniform, in the clown suit. He don't always want. He want to see how you're gonna be in a natural setting, like at the crib, cooking. Right. But they caught up in a goddamn Megan Thee Stallion Cardi B video. Continuous. They thinking like this, and they think this is healthy. But like I said, we got fooled by the gangster rap shit into thinking that shit was cool. I'm gonna tell you something about them hoes that a lot of people probably didn't even recognize. I said, man, you rarely, and I'm gonna put this universal to me. I said, man, you rarely catch bitches smiling anymore. Look at a lot of them hoes. Right. They down to where they grabbing the front of their pants like they got a dick. Yeah. Being very aggressive. But what I said too about that aggressive acting shit, see, this is the thing about, and we come from this. My pops, our game is solidified because we got it from somebody who was certified. And I don't know if y'all ever know what that means, but you can figure it out. You know, our game solidified because the motherfucker who gave it to us was certified. And one thing about a hoe is that a hoe gotta be on the go because time is against her. Every year, her titties sagging a little more, her face dragging a little more. Every year, gravity is against her. So she gotta make the most of this shit while she can be a hoe. If you know anything about the terminology, mileage on a hoe, right? What is mileage on a hoe, X? Yeah, that's when the bitch been straight up used. Right, so you got 40-year-old bitches talking about they want a relationship. How many miles you got on you? What you expecting to get? Right now, you got to look at the type of men that y'all now are producing. Right. Now, this is the thing. If you tricks and cowards. Tricks and cowards. Now, right, tricks and cowards. The picture you telling, like a flock of bitches telling niggas. All of us are selling our pussy. Now, you better think, you're going to start to deal with a certain crowd. Right. If motherfuckers don't want to buy no pussy, they're going to step back. So, live. Now, you're going to have all the motherfuckers that do buy it, don't step back. You're going to have the Drake, the Rick Ross, the Diddy's, you know what I mean, or whatever you want to name, young this, young little this, all these little motherfuckers, nobody's grown. Right. Young, you know what I mean? All this baby, all this goofy ass shit. Right. That's what I said now. No grown men, though. No grown men. Think about the mind state of these motherfuckers and the people that follow them. Now look at the men that follow them. That's right. That's why y'all got, ain't no men no more. You got there, right? You got young, you got little, you got baby. Yeah. Y'all been following and been won. So you got it. Yep. Now, I'm going to tell you how you really got it, bitch. Because them niggas ain't got no money. Oh, they showing you what appears to be money on TV. Mm-hmm. You ain't heard about that motherfucker in Hollywood who prints up money for these motherfuckers to make these videos? And that same money been coming up in strip clubs and shit? Because it's fake as a fucking fake. Yo, dumbass. Right. This is the game. And all they get really is a free pass to eat food. Oh yeah, and get privileges and just get Just get celebrity privileges. Get free clothes when you go on the show for appearances. So you just making money off your celebrity.
Motherfuckers dumb enough, they watch reality shows, probably like, now, I can tell you everybody in the house who's real. I can tell you all that. I don't give a fuck.
Because she got the businesses to back her income.
Right. And any shit.
Right. Because they done made the money and got the businesses to back the income and the shit. And that's what I was explaining earlier. Not to cut you off, let me say this shit right quick before I forget it though. People don't understand that people who really got this shit, the Maybachs, the Rolls Royces, and all of the motherfucking Gucci and the Louis Vuitton, they're spending this shit with disposable income, either from the company that's putting that shit on TV, or from their disposable income that they got set up because they got their first revenue stream to take care of their day-to-day life. Then they got their second revenue stream that is the savings that builds the wealth continuously. Then after that, you got disposable income. These bitches spending money out of their day-to-day life funds. They ain't even got a savings. Right. Trying to keep up with people who spending money that is disposable.
They don't even have the money. You know what I mean? They spend this. See, that's why I say, it's a given lifestyle. Lifestyle that's for real. And it mirrors itself. That's why the bitches would be like, oh, I want a nigga like Lil Baby. Shit end up with a nigga like Lil Baby.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
They're gonna have the hairstyle.
For real.
They're gonna have the hairstyle. And he probably had a speech.
Yeah, they had the fake jewelry and shit.
Now, here's the thing. Well, see, he ain't gonna work out for it. He ain't gonna have the camera.
Right.
Just what people.
You're just gonna get all of the shit nobody sees.
They really
your ass whooped, cheated on, and your shit took.
They really decide to fade it.
Yes. That shit, they don't even matter about fortune no more. That's why you can be YouTube famous, and the motherfucker look at you like you a celebrity by not having the actual fucking talent.
And I'm talking about, earlier, it was a commercial. Come on, it'd be like, it's ad. But it was like, sometimes it's come on. And I'm talking about, they was displaying plenty weapons. And I'm like, now, for truthers, you know what I mean? Like, if you're on YouTube, just talking about the regular truth, yeah, your ass is sensitive.
Right,
I mean,
right, exactly.
This shit like, damn, and this shit right here is displayed across the world.
The world.
Niggas,
all of this.
Niggas shit.
Why don't they, when they in these rap talking about dead dudes and people who just got killed, why ain't YouTube censoring that? Why, even with this, why ain't YouTube censoring any destructive behavior? I just saw a dude get censored for bullying about a video that he posted. And they said that he was bullying. This the thing. Why are they bullying when there's two women arguing with each other like cats and dogs?
Now, I'm going to make sense of this shit. It's too cold. Now, when you evolve the more knowledge you get, you become, let's say, we're going to use metaphorically, you become something like a king. King being wise. You got to get wise wisdom.
Right.
You become a king. The more knowledge you obtain, the more closer to the kingdom you become.
Right,
so,
true.
the lesser knowledge you have, the lesser you become. You become what people call business. Now, you got to think of the amount of knowledge that people have.
Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, he's touching on a lot of the same stuff. Me and my cousin talk all the time. My cousin, Ben Flex. He's gonna most definitely be a person that I'm in the Yeah, Flex, what to do?
Yeah, man. Shit. I'm gonna step out just for a quick set, but I'm gonna be back in, keep rapping.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
You see what these motherfuckers don't realize too is that it's all about who you are as a person. People are attracted to who you are as a person. spirit. And this is the spiritual side of it. I haven't got into the physical side and the material side of this shit. But let me get to bring some light to you. A lot of y'all have not developed your spirit or your soul because you're totally based on materialistic shit that has nothing to do. And this is where people can say that, we're not in line with what God wants, or we're not in line with what God accepts. This is one of the reasons. It's because everybody's so materialistic, and materialism has nothing to do with spiritualism or being spiritual. So a lot of you women find in turmoil in relationships because of your spirit. It's the person you are. You haven't developed a spirit. You develop a spirit by caring for people outside of what they can do. Things. I don't care what it is. Caring for something outside of how it can benefit. That's how you develop your spirit and your soul, and you listen to your emotions, and you don't follow them in and ignore them. You pay attention to what the universe is saying to you. A lot of you women are still babies at spirit. This is the reason you don't attract men that give you what you're looking for, your spiritual and your emotional nourishment, and taking care of you spiritually and emotionally, and making sure you're okay and making sure you're all right. This is why you won't get it, because you don't have it in you. You have to bring that out of a man. A man's never going to come to you naturally with that when you don't have it. You the one have to bring it out of a man. You have to be that type of woman. The best type of women are women that have been in a bad relationship and then got up out of it, and maybe had a couple bad relationships or whatever, but they didn't turn bitter from it. It didn't make them bitter. They just learned what to look for in a man. If a man got you by spending money and shit on you, right? And y'all never developed nothing spiritual, right? And then I'm just speaking spiritual, but people can relate this to being religious too. If you want to, talk about the Bible or bring that into it, you can relate the same thing to that. When you don't have that energy that a real woman has, that cares, that nurtures, that, like I said, cares about something beyond what it can benefit you. If you have not learned how to care for things beyond if they can do something for you or not, you will never, ever meet a man that's going to give a fuck about you and be there for you. I don't give a fuck how acting. Then this is why these type of women always have this to say. Know why? Because he was acting just like you were. You was acting like you really cared. He was acting like he really cared. You got mad because you found out he was acting.
Hey, now, you know what? That's why I've been in a situation like that. Like I said, my main little bro, and hate to say I'm listening or somebody warm that's just playing here. Y'all know I don't play no games. They ain't gonna talk to me.
Right. Anyway, ain't nobody, just the first one now, so ain't nobody on. I'm just gonna share this shit. So eventually, motherfuckers gonna see it once we get more popular. Right.
But yeah, Cole, and of course, yes, you said, we always rap about this. I mean, like, man, I just don't understand. Like, when you come into a relationship, you already know that this chick is selling pussy. You know it. You like, man, she's selling pussy. And then you turn around, you want to purchase the pussy. You know what I mean? Okay, you purchase the pussy. But then you say, I want that pussy to be my girlfriend pussy.
Right. Exclusive to me.
Right. Now, okay, now I'm going to say, for niggas who do that, it's like after that, see if the bitch gonna break 50-50 with you or some start helping you or something like that. Now, this is the problem, what I'm saying, Nicole. A lot of these bitches, and I sent the comment because the bitch asked me for submission. She said, tell X that you said you're gonna take care of me forever. I said, man, what the fuck are you doing? I said, don't you say that to her, nigga. I said, man, don't tell me that. He said, and I said, I'm like, Nino, stop saying that shit, man. Don't tell that girl that shit. The nigga kept going. He said it anyway, bro. He said it anyway. And I'm sitting there talking about the game like, because, you know, that's what me and you really do. When we see young people, we really do talk about the game and try to just get people to understand whether one want to be a hoe or if she don't want to be one. It's like, you know, we really just give both sides of the game. Like, man, either you're going to be spiritual, try to evolve, you know what I mean, within this life, man, or you're just flopping out. You know what I mean? If you're flopping out, you know, man, we'll give you some direction and flopping out. And you know, like, watch the police, watch the snitches. You know, we gonna give you some advice.
Right. Some real game, you know, some psychology on this shit.
Right. So for the ladies who try to be a hoe, it's like, hey man, well, we gonna tell you now. Like, stop all this phony shit. Like, you ain't gonna get nowhere with that. You're not gonna get nowhere. Trust me, like Hollywood has fallen. This shit has failed. Man. Right now they just put
the illusion has been motherfucking uncovered, man.
There's a woman in California in a restaurant. She was just put up. She was, but you know they closed down a restaurant, so she put it on, like put in a Hollywood little thing on blast. Like what they were trying to do is trying to like see, like it was like a motorhome or you know what I mean, like something like that. That they trying to set a little base in, and it was funny. You know, but that's what it come and find out to be, you know, like trying to steal scout for like producers. Basically, what's funny is now that they're looking for the people to do their movies, it's all the underground people.
Right.
You know, when they just stuck up their middle finger to them, oh, we Hollywood. Now
y'all need us. Right.
And you know, them people like fuck that, we don't fuck with that Baphomet bullshit.
Right.
We're not doing that.
Right. Right, they just didn't see it, man. And like I told my woman, I was like, hey, you know, it's a reason that the whole story about Adam and Eve and the snake and the apple, I'm like, that's more of like just an example of he used her emotions against her, right?
Yes.
That snake was just an outside entity. That's what it represented. And it used her emotion, right? And not the good ones, all the bad ones. Jealousy, envy. You envious and jealous of what God said in a relationship between him and his creation. So you having, he gave you a power over him so you would automatically reproduce. It wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, she had a problem because when she got there, she was like, so you've been here. You know?
Right. You see what I'm saying? And like, the snake already knew. And they don't understand this shit still plays into their mind to this day. They can be led by emotion. And this is the thing about being led by emotion. If you don't understand them and if you don't play fair with them, they'll just torture you. They'll just fuck with you. They ain't gonna fuck with the dude, because guess what he'll be doing while you all heartbroken and hugging a fucking pillow? Guess what he'll be doing? Somewhere sticking his dick in somebody else's mouth. About to ruin their life.
Say right. So she probably got a man.
Right. Exactly. See, and that's the thing. You can't act so emotionless, so emotionless and heartless when you have emotions and heart. That's what's been going on. They've been letting these celebrities, we don't praise celebrities, hashtag we don't praise celebrities. They've been letting these celebrity women, right? And just in particular, a couple, you know, the rapper women and shit, just particularly them, have been, and some others have been pushing this whole independent woman shit. Independent. Don't need a man. Don't care. But this is the thing. They've been saying all of this shit about don't care, worry about your bag, be emotional, but always taking shit off of one. Or can't keep one. Or can't keep one. It's a track record of you going through men, not being successful in relationships. People always try to put a breakup on the man and always assume it was the man. You ever notice that whenever they talk about somebody that broke up, it's always like they automatically assume that the dude did something.
Right, and motherfucking cuz they don't sit there and like for what's that girl name? What's her name? The girl Tamar Braxton.
Right.
How she tweeted, dude. I knew when she said you paying for me to do this to get my attention. I said they gonna break up. I said they gonna break up. I said because what dude didn't want people to know is what he did to get her attention and how he got with her.
Exactly.
But she always tries shit. But here's the thing. Here's the flip side of it, though. Like you just said, she tries to play that I don't got no emotion shit, and every time Vince, some white woman, she'll get mad, say, "Oh, that's what you want." She tried to wear her hair blonde and do all that shit because she knew Vince was actually attracted to blonde-haired white women. She knew it, but she put it up. She made that fun.
And I just talked about that too. And I was just talking about that too.
He left that bitch. She pulled her car. And when he left, can't one woman tell me that bitch was emotionally broken. Show me that strong black woman shit.
Yeah.
Show it to me.
Right. Not.
Look at the pattern that happened. Show it to me.
And you know why? Most of these, and I was just talking about why, black women have a problem with black men fucking with white women, but I tell them why. Because you haven't learned their mothers taught them how to use a womanly power. It's power in being able to cook, take care of your man, and make sure he's all right. See, they taught them the art of that.
Right.
While in the same token, right?
Right.
They teaching black women to be crass, rude, disrespectful to men. Right. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you got the white mother and woman teaching that girl how to take care of one. Suck that dick every day.
Right.
Make sure everything's cool. If you want to fuck, you ask them, baby, you okay? They come in, they learn how to cook. They get a chef to fucking teach you.
Right. That's what I said. All this fake black girl, man, black power. You can't tell every fucking reality show is a man bashing show. Man, look here. If you're gonna do like the Bible claims, and you're gonna put that man first, I'm sorry, it's just a order. This is the order. Yep. It's God, man, woman, and child. I know you can hate it, but it's just the way
it is. And then that's another thing. This is a war against the way the Creator meant shit to be.
Yes.
Because now you got shit that ain't what the Creator made, and now people trying to relabel it as something else.
Like, man, this is transhumanism. Like, y'all women, look at y'all. Y'all talk like men. You act like men. You act like dudes and shit.
And the only kind of dude that's attracted to that is one that's a delayed homosexual. Right. You have to be a delayed homosexual to think and want a woman that acts like a dude, is rude to you all the time, or you a glutton for abuse, or you just like to be abused.
And then the other ones who ain't like the loud cut, they charmers. You see this bad motherfucker with this fat ass nigga like Rick Ross because this nigga got money. She ain't on the lizard and shit, but you can look at the motherfucker screen
and tell like what's going on here.
All right. You be like, so baby girl, how pretty you is. You need to tell me through your whole life. You only saw Rick Ross as the nigga that you should be.
Right.
Say that. Right. Because I guarantee you, he can't be shit. He said anything different from any other motherfucker that walked the face of this earth. We all tell you y'all all pretty.
Right.
We tell y'all ones who act.
And right, and there's some motherfuckers out here who ain't tricking, who got some real game to tell you. So I know if you done been a stripper or if you done been around any other motherfuckers really in the streets, if they done spit some game at you, you done heard some of everything.
It's like, cause it's just the fact that y'all was eat, man. Y'all was eat.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, cause Cole, you can actually have a lot of games, you know. And then let's say if you is the nigga out, you know what I mean? You move the way you grew, you know what I mean? Making a bitch pay what she weigh.
Right.
Then I can see you know, you might say something to her where she might be like, oh, no, you know, I ain't going that route. You know what I mean? But, like I'm saying, you still have the ones that sometimes who would choose a nigga like this. Right. And then you got some ones who are in order. Now, those ones who are in order, they hard to find because they don't like the internet. You know what I mean? Because it's flooded with so much trash. Right. You know, and it's vice versa with the guys. You see, with this, you know, you really be like, it's like, I could make some bitches my friend, and then when it be too much of that, I want to suck that dick and I want to wake up in the morning with a dick in my mouth. I damn near be deleting their ass, like, because it just sounds disgusting. But right. I try to have faith a little bit and shoot messages like, man, stop this shit. You know, like, baby girl,
respect yourself. Like, even if you can do that, if you advertise it, you got to understand that what you're doing is the act of a prostitute. Only a prostitute has a need to advertise her sexual exploits. See, only a prostitute needs you to know how fat her ass is or how it look in this and how it look in that. Because other than that, why do anybody give a fuck? Let me tell you something. It's nice to look at, but what real substance does it have in anybody's life? Okay? What real substance does it have? See, that's the thing. They then gave this shit some fake substance. It ain't real. There's no substance in it. And how good your ass, unless you're selling it. Then I understand why you're showing it. Then it makes sense. But if you ain't selling it, or you don't even want to be, I can't say you don't want to be known as a hoe because you advertising yourself like a hoe. You just don't want nobody to call you one. Right. See, that's the shit, and then that's that crazy shit. That's the shit to where we have to bring logic and understanding into the conversation.
Right, like, baby girl, look here.
Like, you can't blur these lines. Like, I'm not gonna call Bruce Jenner no woman. Right. I'm not gonna call no woman no man. I cannot call you what my father was, and I cannot call you what my mother was.
Right. And usually your type of being, like they say in the Bible, they call you an abomination. So I don't know how you can describe.
I call you that, right? I call you an abomination.
You know, abomination, yes.
I call you the goddamn the definition of what you are. Now, this is the thing: if you don't want to be called a hoe, a prostitute, or just anything like that, don't have the actions of it. If somebody walked around all day, talking about how they like men, and it's a man, and they talk all day, now you ain't never seen them actually fuck with a dude, right? But all the time they talking about it, but you never actually seen them with a dude. You'll be like, damn, you know, this dude, he say he gay, but I don't never see him, you know, doing this type of shit or whatever. Then you have to assume, like, hold the fuck up. Is he acting or is it real? But that's the point I'm trying to portray. If you constantly doing prostitute and whorish type activity, but you really don't, but you really don't ever produce anything from it, right? See, it's all good until it's time for a dude to run up in you. You can play that gay shit a long time until it's time for a real one to come and really be gay with you. Right. Then we gonna see, is you really about that life? Now, it's all good right now because you got the men that you want to pay. Then it's another thing too. I don't know if you can be attracted to somebody that's about to pay. Well, not in the sense of like, okay, he look okay, but not in the sense of like, I like this dude. because he has to pay you for sex, bitch. That means this nigga is something's wrong with him. He can't get it the natural way. Like meet a girl, y'all talk. She's interested enough in you to wanna do something, or she's attracted enough to you to wanna, take it further.
But you know what? That's why I said that's how it depends on what generation. Because, like I said, okay, and then you have these kids being raised up. Because some years back, man, 10 years ago, I had a nigga tell me, "Oh man, the thing is, the new thing was when you fuck a girl, you put money on the dresser." Remember that shit?
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
And he was like, "Yeah, when you fuck a girl, like that's the player shit. Like she wake up and see the money on the dresser." I'm like, "That's not pussy." Like, no. I'm like, and fuck me up because I'm like, so the bitch don't have to ask. You mean to tell me you all wake up and the money like that? Like,
right, you said that was some player shit. Like, oh, this is some trick shit. And that's another thing too, man. They didn't just took everything in reverse, but ain't nobody said nothing. That shit ain't player for you to fuck a hoe who's been charging a bunch of motherfuckers. But like all these niggas that fuck the same couple of bitches. Have you noticed that?
Yes, that's my point. That's what I said. Man, y'all.
And they done charged all of them. So, and they actually call themselves some fucking players. Once you buy some pussy,
like, man,
throw that player shit out the window. Don't let it reach out your mouth.
At least start declassifying the motherfucker. Puts either like the first trick she get, I'll break it back. By the third time the bitch used, the bitch go down to a fucking MTM purse. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? The next time the bitch get a coach purse or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Penny purse. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Like y'all, the bitch done been with 4 other niggas. You get it.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm not walking up to a motherfucking in a regular ass Cadillac, and the motherfucker tell me he had 22,000. 22,000.
Oh, what? But see, what they dealing with next is a bunch of motherfuckers. Because like you said, everybody's selling pussy. Everybody want to be a prostitute. So what you dealing with is a bunch of men who couldn't control themselves mentally, emotionally, sexually, or no other way, right? Being controlled by women who are looking for that type of man, that uncontrollable type of who like that, who really like that? Rappers, niggas with a little money. They uncontrollable. You can't tell them what to do. You can't give them no advice. That's the type of man they want. They want a careless ass nigga who'll go to the club and throw $20,000 in the air, but then he got cousins and shit that's living in the projects.
Right.
So they want that type of careless ass dude, but what they don't expect is, and this is stupid, you don't expect a nigga to be careless with you.
That's what I said. So you're supposed to be faithful to your story. Personal real estate like that. It's supposed to be faithful to that science work.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. It's just shit crazy, man. It's just stupid as hell, man. But that's what I'm just, trying to, we're going to start doing these little podcasts and shit, trying to spit some game to the youth, trying to spit some game to these lame ass motherfuckers around our age that never got it, who don't understand that this is the reason. If you're going to be this, you got to fall in line with the people who got the game. You can't make it up on your own. You got to fall in line with the people that the game was handed down to. Because y'all can't be a hoe without a real pimp telling you how this shit go. You can't be a real hoe unless a real pimp tell you how this shit go. Because this is the game. Ain't no women buying the pussy, bitch. It's men doing it. I know I'm a man, so I know a man better than you. I don't care how many you fuck. That's why you can't keep them. I don't care how many paid for your pussy. That's why they didn't keep paying for it. Man, listen. What's wrong with them is they got a whore's mind state, a prostitute's mind state, but they want the end result to be a woman's reward. Let me tell you, and I got a message for all the hoes and anybody who's gonna hear this as feel some type of way about, because I'm going to say another thing too. Real women should have no fucking problem with me saying ratchet, bitch, pot, hoe, punk ass, bitch, nothing ass, sorry, bitch. No woman should have any problem with me saying that, because if you're a woman, those things don't apply. But this is a message to just all of these hoes out here that may, and this is something that y'all need to really just take into consideration. The Creator will never let you reap the rewards of a woman being a hoe. That shit that you bitches want, the relationship, the happily ever after, the white picket fence, you are a hoe, you a wannabe hoe, right? And now the internet have documented it all, right? You won't receive that. That's why that bitch was on there. And no disrespect, but if that's how you is, you call yourself bad bitches. So I'm just calling you what you call yourself, bad bitch. So this bitch, the reason she was on there crying about not being able to find somebody, right, is because of what your mind state is, how you think and what you think you are. You think you're a bad bitch and you all about the bag. And where has that got you? It ain't got you nowhere, but you still sticking to it, right? The Creator recognized everything. You still sticking to it, bitch. So he gonna still stick it to you. He gonna say, oh, so you ain't gonna be loving, caring. You ain't gonna try to do none of that. You're not gonna try to be a real person and stop trying to, woo men with your looks and your ass. And, so you ain't gonna stop the bullshit, but you want me to reward you like a real woman. That's a woman's reward. A woman go through all types of shit, being by her man, supporting her man. When a man having a hard time, the woman is there. She rub his back. She tell him it's gonna be okay. She do all the things that he needed to do. She was there through thick and thin. She never cheated. She never fucking. You think you deserve the same thing that she deserved? Like you ass backwards, man. You're ass backwards if you think you deserve that. Yeah. And there's times where it was like the women had to step up a little bit more than it. Sorry, the men stepped up a little bit more than the woman. And that's the powers that a certain party gave them. Yeah. That's what they started caring about. Right. So in other words, he had another man step in. Man stepped in and took your woman. True. And the effects are still being able to be seen to this day. The snake came in and told, hey, we got to the welfare check. You can't have him around. You see him? He a problem. You have to drink up your baby juice and And they fell for all of that shit. And that's why they was able to hop on board of a feminist movement that had nothing to do with them and wasn't going to benefit them. They were still going to be killed, slaughtered. Is this the thing that they didn't realize? Yeah, this white woman sitting up in your face right now telling you that she care about you because you're a woman. It ain't got nothing to do with your color. This is the thing. When you have a baby, you're going to have a black man. She can't stand her. So she okay with you, but she hates your fucking children. How the fuck can you be okay with that? She okay with you, but she hates the men in your family. Right. She all right with you. It's the feminist now. She okay with you, black woman, but she hates the males in your family. You know? Well, I'm gonna end this stream, X, man. I'm gonna holler at you. I gotta get him baby girl from coming through the door and shit. Yeah, but I'm gonna wrap this up and shit, and I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. Appreciate you. All right, one. My cousin, glad he chimed in. It was my first live. That was right on time. I'm gonna end this stream. Y'all heard what it is. I'm gonna share this shit. I'm gonna try to get it out here, and we gonna do some more, and we gonna keep this shit going. I'll be good.